Cool.
You now tuned into the Real Rap Radio Show. I'm your host, WALIL Archer. I have my special guest with me, comedian Mike Ross. What it do?
What's the deal, my brother? What's the deal?
Mike on the mic from New Jersey, coming to the A, March 26th, Uptown Comedy Corner. Looking forward to you coming out, bro.
I'm excited, man. It's always a pleasure to be in the A.
What can the people look forward to seeing you on stage doing your thing?
Oh, man, it's always going to be a great time. It's my second time there. The first time was fabulous outing. I had over 50 family and friends from Jersey there. And we turned it out, man. I got a little surprise at the end. I'm the probably the only stripper comedian in the nation. So at the end of the show, the females can look forward to seeing a little strip tease along with some comedy.
Okay. You getting them 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There it is. So let the listeners know, how did you get started in comedy?
Uh, I guess it was kind of a random thing. I never planned on being a comedian. I was a natural, class clown. I was always silly. To be a great comedian, you got to be a little bit of an asshole, a little bit of a jerk, and I had that combination going for me. But I had a female friend who was a comedian named um, uh, her name's missing me right now. Mayfield. Her name escapes me right now. Um, but she pushed me into doing it. I went to the club. I got a great her name was Isha. Isha Mayfield pushed me into it. And she's a comedian and she told me I was funny. You should try it because of the things that I was putting on social media. And I went out there and, did a little 3 minutes. The women loved it. I got the bug and I said, I like this and I like the reaction for it. So I said, I want to delve into it and try more.
How tough is it now being a comedian with how sensitive people are?
I think it's difficult in this day and age because we've become such a censored culture and everything is always being analyzed and critiqued with social media. It's changed every dynamic. For myself personally, I try to stick within my urban crowd with the urban culture where I'm a backdoor cognacs, chitlin, and ribs comedian. I stick to black comedy and I like doing local black arenas. So we don't tend to take things personally or subjective. We tend to just deal with the topic and we don't try to over analyze it or critique it.
That's important. How did you decide what demographics to stick with?
That was an easy decision. My comedy was geared toward talking about welfare, being evicted, roaches, kerosene heaters, and things of the natures that we've all experienced. So just in that, saying only my people will be able to relate to this, I didn't want to take it outside of. And so basically, I felt like this: if you want soul food, you're looking for macaroni, collard greens, and pork chops, you're not gonna go to a Chinese or Italian restaurant. So that was my decision to say, hey, I got soul food comedy, and I'm gonna keep it in the hood.
That's awesome. Give us one of your funniest moments when you was on stage, if you can remember one of them.
Oh man, I guess the funniest one was I did my first 3 minutes and they gave me the light, and I didn't know what the light was because this was my first time ever going on, and I'm starting to get the laughs and I'm getting into it. I'm getting my confidence and I keep getting this light, and I'm like, why is this dude shining this light in my face? And they were like, let me know your time is up. But I was like, yo, I'm in the zone. I ain't ready to get off the stage. But I had to learn the nuances and, the professionalism when how things work. So that was funny to me when they kept trying to give me the light and I didn't want to get off.
It's funny, as soon as you get in your rhythm, here come the light, right?
So here comes the light. I didn't know nothing about the light. I was like, get that out my face. I'm good.
That's funny because they had the little flashlight flickering, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's funny. I wish I could have been there. And that's when your jokes probably got the funniest too.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to an upcoming comedian?
Have elephant skin. You got to have elephant or alligator skin because it's a tough business. Comedy is subjective. You're going to get people who love you. You're going to get people who hate you. You're going to have people that's indifferent. So you can't take anything personal. If you don't have elephant skin or you're not ready to be critiqued or be criticized, you're not ready for this game.
And talk about social media. You said you was pushed from social media because of the content you was putting. So what kind of content you putting out there, brother?
I was just saying the things that was on my mind. I was being transparent. I've always been an honest person. I try to make laughter out of truth, and I didn't never account that it was gonna resonate to people. I would just say my truth, and so people start saying this was hilarious. They would see me in the dollar store, Walmart, and say, "Yo, what you said was funny," and I would say, "What I say was funny. What you put the other week or last week?" And I said, "Well, it was just my truth. I never looked for a response, to be honest."
Yeah, that's how I do sometimes. I just put stuff on social media how I feel. Some people love it, some people hate it, but hey, what can you do?
But that's usually the best stuff that it just came from your heart. It came from your soul. That's how you felt.
Right. So on March 26th, you coming for the whole weekend, or you just coming in and leaving right back out?
Man, I never ever came to Atlanta in my life and left right back out. It's no such thing as going to Atlanta and leaving right back out. I'm making a week stay out of that. I got to do everything I can get in the A, baby.
Okay. And how can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram. I'm at Mike Ross Comedy. You can find me at Mike on the Mic Comedy on YouTube.
Awesome. And before we close out, any final thoughts or closing remarks?
Just looking forward to the 26th, having a great time. Looking for a packed house and just enjoying Atlanta as always.
That's
ATL
right.
Georgia, baby. ATL Georgia.
Atlanta Uptown Comedy Corner in Hateville, March 26th. Is at 6 o'clock? What time is it, the show?
Yeah, it's at 6. It
Yeah,
starts at 6.
yep, at 6 o'clock. Make sure y'all come on out. So Mike on the mic, want to thank you again for doing the interview with your boy WALIL Archer.
Hey, it's always been my pleasure. Look forward to seeing you again, brother.
My pleasure. So that's my time today on the Real Rap Radio Show. And I'll see you guys next time on the Real Rap Radio Show with WALIL Archer.